Hello, YouTube! Hope everybody is well, and I'm going to start off by saying I know that I said that we would be looking at Takashi Miike's audition. Well, unfortunately, due to some issues that have happened, which I will explain, I was not able to re-watch it for a review. I did try to record it. However, I don't think it would have came out that well. So, instead of that, I'm going to table that until October. Now, you might be thinking, well, why are you tabling that until October? That is because in September, there's going to be one episode, and it is going to be, hopefully, the biggest Horror Hound retrospective we have done. I might film some stuff while I'm there with a few guests about some of their favorite movies. Might be some interviews, might be some cool things. So if that's the case, you might be going, well, Jerry, what are you talking about? Well, today's not really a review, so that's why I didn't say, welcome to Scary Jerry's Reviews. Today, it is more of a show. As you can see, I am wearing a beautiful Troma t-shirt available at tromadirect.com. And I'm just going to show off a few of my a few of my collection of one Troma character. So we'll get started with this. And here it is. This, the Toxic Avenger drawstring bag. This is one of my favorite things I ever got. I take this to every convention. You can fit quite a bit in here. There's a magazine in here that's going to a friend of mine. But this was in one of their mystery bags. They did a mystery bag with one of these, and you paid, I think it was $20 or $30, and it was filled to the brim with traumatic goodies. So that's really neat. And again, this has held up for quite a few years, one of my favorite things. And what was inside of that? A plushie! That's right, a Toxic Avenger plush figure. This thing has lasted quite a while, and I really enjoy it. It sits here in the filming room. So he just hangs out on top of my movie collection and just kind of watches over me. The Toxic Avenger, the cup. So this cup I got in one of the mystery bags, and I have not used them. I use these if we need, like, you know, cups with Toxic Avenger or just white cups. I'll use these. So I don't use them to actually drink out of. I use them more for props because they look really good on camera. And again, Toxic Avenger cup. The Toxic Avenger on Blu-ray. And this was the first, well, not the first Blu-ray. This is the Blu-ray with the DVD, and I think it's the correct DVD. So, fun story about that. I think it was this one. One of the Toxic Avengers came out. I'm not sure if it's 1, 2, or 3. One of them came out. I think it's 2, actually, now that I think about it. 2 or 3. Whichever one Michael J. White was in, or Jai White was in. They accidentally put out an unrated cut that had the rated cut on it. So basically, if you bought the unrated cut, boom, stuff was edited because they put the wrong disc in here. This one, again, Blu-ray and the unrated Blu-ray, unrated DVD, digitally remastered. You can get this at Troma Direct as well. Everything I mentioned should be available at Troma Direct except for maybe the plushie. I'm not 100% sure. But this is the Toxic Avenger in high definition. And it is a high definition transfer. I'm not sure if it's 2K or 4K. The fun part about Troma films is they're region free. So this will play on A, B, and C. There is a company in the UK that will do, I think it's region free as well, but they do Troma films. They're called 88 Films. They did a Blu-ray of Surf Nazis Must Die. So this is Toxic Avenger, the Blu-ray. Now, what I have next, Toxic Avenger, the Japanese cut. Now this has trailers, traumatic extras as well, like the Troma dance and the whatever the weird Troma thing to help stop pollution, save the rainforest. I can't remember the name of that off the top of my head. But this is the Japanese cut. The difference here is there's some scenes that were cut out of the Blu-ray, and the other thing I'm going to show you that made it in here. I think it's a golf scene, if I remember correctly. That's not in the other versions, but it's in here. And I am a big enough Toxic Avenger fan that I have the Japanese cut. This was actually released by Troma in the US, but it is the cut that was in Japan. So it was available for the first time in the USA, and this is longer than the cut I'm going to show next. So next up, we have Toxic Avenger, the 21st Anniversary Golden Edition. And that's right, this has a primitive version of what would become Toxic Avenger the musical. This has Toxic Avenger the music kill, and there are differences between the two, but this was the first attempt at making the Toxic Avenger a musical, and they succeeded. Toxic Avenger ran off-Broadway for a little while, and it was on some Broadway streaming service, and I can't think of the name of it. But it was on there, digitally of course, and it was from when the West End in London did it. So, yeah, this is the director's cut, more gore. This version is in widescreen. This also contains fan projects and an updated Where in the World is Toxie. There's some stuff about make your own damn movie in here. This one, I'm not sure if it's available anymore either. So, if it is, try TromaDirect.com. I will put the link to this, which I know will be TromaDirect.com in the description, but TromaDirect.com. Now, this is just a small sampling of my Troma stuff. Somewhere, I have a Toxic Avenger comic book. I have a Toxic Avenger Part 2, Cannibal the Musical, Class of Nukem High Part 3 mini posters all hanging in here. And if you can see, the wall is green, which we did do for green screen. We also did it because it's the color of Troma. And there might be something that I haven't... Well, there's two things I haven't shown you yet. This is the Troma Times. It came in one of the Troma mystery bags. And this talks about how Class of Nukem High 3 launched from Troma Team... sorry, I should sit down. This talks about how, for instance, the Troma Team Video released Class of Nukem High Part 3. It announces a global alliance. There's pictures of celebrities in here. Just Troma news, really cool. On the back was order Troma collectibles, the 800 number. Fun stuff. Now, there is one other thing that people might be going, well, you're a big Toxic Avenger fan, but I don't see anything on you. Well, yeah, you do. So here is Toxie. Lloyd Kaufman autographed it, and we tattooed that in. Underneath Toxie, Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD. And then right here is Terror Firmer, the logo for Terror Firmer. So I have 3 Troma Classics up here. Then, of course, I have Last Drive-In, which is something else. But then I'm also, at some point, I'm going to get probably something from Class of Nukem High or Return to Nukem High under Kabuki Man and right up here or over here. So thank you for joining me. This was the Troma Collectibles, I guess. Oh, and here's where it's at. I also have Toxic Avenger, the comic, which was also in one of the mystery bags. So, yeah. But, that's my Troma Collectibles. Thank you for watching. Again, I apologize for putting Audition on the back burner, but I really want to give you guys the best that I can. So thank you, and until next time, stay spooky, stay scary, take care.